Yo, what is going on, guys? Johnny GB here with the Token Minorities, bringing you guys another Pokemon Tournament deck review profile, breaking down the Dallas Regionals held January 19th. We finally have all the deck profiles. They're over at limitlesstcg.com. If you guys want to see all the deck profiles, I'm going to be reviewing for you guys the top 8 decks, plus 2 decks that I actually found very interesting. Before we get into that, I want to give a quick shout out for the brand new TTM layout. Give a big thanks to Frieslander. Great layout. I love the design of it. What you guys will see on this right-hand section of the screen here is you guys will see cards that I will point out, price point, just because people don't really know how much the Pokemon trading card game can cost or really doesn't cost. Prices of cards fluctuate often, so there's some cards that don't get as much play. You guys will see them on the side, where to get them, how much they cost, and such. But today we'll be going over the Champions deck from the Dallas Regional. This was won by, I want to make sure I get his name correct, Dean Nezam. And it was a Golisopod Garbodor deck that just always does well. Golisopod Zoroark has always done very well. Let us zoom out. So, not really going to go into this is this card, this card, this card, this card. Pretty much stuff that you're trying to do with the deck. Now, there are some cards that I was actually uncertain of when I was looking through the deck profile. When you look at stuff like Alolan Grimer and Bunnelby. This is the Bunnelby from Primal Clash. Really was unsure of why it was in the deck. Did not actually catch much of the regional championship, so I wasn't actually able to watch and see. And the other question mark I had was the Alolan Grimer. Yes, it's flip a coin. If it's heads, your opponent's Pokemon's now poisoned. 80 HP is actually nice, avoiding knockouts by anything that does 60 for weakness. So those were my 2 biggest question marks in the deck, because most decks that I see running Alolan Muck, I see just running the Ditto Prism Star. And then some standard stuff that you see down in Expanded, you have the Mr. Mime from Breakpoint, which is the bench barrier. Prevents you from stuff like Tapu Koko, Decidueye, anything that does damage to the bench. And then we have the Roadblock Sudowoodo with Skyfield combination for your Zoroarks. Just a very good combination there. Now, some cards that really don't get as much play as they should. Faba, very good card. Choose a Pokemon tool or special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon, moving to the Lost Zone. Very good card. Feel like it's a really underrated card in Standard and Expanded. Playing the Bridget instead of Elm's Lecture. Bridget will allow us to get Dittos, Zoroarks, Sudowoodo, Mr. Mimes, Wimpods. We would actually not be able to search out Wimpod with Professor Elm's Lecture, so Bridget is kind of that mandatory in Expanded. And again, just a lot of the Expanded one-of staples: Computer Search, Field Blower, Communication, Rescue Stretcher, Super Rod. So nothing really changing in this format. Now, one thing I would have liked to seen would have been a special charge, especially with the Hammer Spam and Special Energy being able to be removed so easily in the meta right now. I think seeing a special charge would have been good, but you know what? This guy won first place. I am not going to question his deck. If you can win a tournament of, what was it, 508 players? 802 players at Dallas Regional. If you're winning an 802 Regional, I will not question your judgment, what you put in your deck. My job is here just to review it, so we're going to exit out here. We're going to head over to the Versus Ladder, and we're just going to play a few games, get a good feel for the deck, and just break down some of the stuff with the deck. Now, oh my god, I got a lot of decks. Alright. Oh, ladder reset, and I did not even notice that. Whoops. I didn't. What was the ladder rewards last time? A Juniper or something like that? I think it was like a full art Juniper or Kiawe. It might have been a full art Kiawe. But we do want to go first. Most decks in the format, you do want to go first, get set up. That way you can evolve next turn. And that is pretty much what I can do here. So we're going to set Wimpod as our active. I have Shaman, I have Skyfield. We have Execute, which we could actually use right now. Let's see. Oh, we're getting a forfeit. Never mind. So my opponent was playing Unknown. I actually have never played Unknown. Didn't know how that went. And 4 tickets. Nice. I like the 4 tickets. So let me... I want to take a quick look at the rewards right now. 12 days. Maybe I haven't actually played TCGO in a while. So we have Dark Explorers. I'm on a 3-win streak. Okay, never mind. It hasn't changed, so... It's a Full Art Karina. Full Art Karina with Dark Explorers packs, even though that was an XY pack. Okay, whatever. Alright, so back to the first place Dallas deck. Now, there was some other Zoro Golisopod decks at the Dallas Regional. I believe one finished 8th place with a pretty different list than what was on here. Was it 8th? No, it ended up finishing 9th. A lot of Zoro Garbodor, a lot of Archie and Blastoise in the tournament. And overall, just an interesting tournament. You had a couple Trevenant players, but for the most part was Zoroark, Garbodor, and Blastoise Archie. But there are a couple decks I do want to show you. So here we're going to open up double Zorua. We have an Execute, a Colress. It's an okay starting hand as my opponent bricks. My opponent playing colorless, so he might be playing Rayquaza. Let's see, double colorless energy, Cynthia, Psychic. Maybe could be playing Necrozma or Lugia. I wouldn't doubt a Shining Lugia deck. So we do want to draw the card. We do get an Ultra Ball, which is nice. And we see a Hoopa. I did not want to see a Hoopa. I do not like that. So I have to figure a way around this Hoopa. Oh, I have Alolan Muck, so I'll just shut Hoopa down with Alolan Muck. Simple as that. Wow. I don't know why I didn't think of that. So right off the bat, I'm going to search out my Alolan Grimer. So we're just going to Ultra Ball, we're going to get rid of the Execute, and I only play 2 Grass Energy, so I have to be careful with that. But I do have Super Rod, which does help. Seeing as he's playing a Hoopa, I probably won't need the Choice Band. And we're going to get my Alolan Grimer. I probably actually should have gotten the Shaman. But we are going to Colress. Let's see. Do I want a Colress? There's only 2 bench Pokemon. I should have gotten the Shaman instead. Really looking at it. There's the Skyfield. We're gonna play that. And actually, top decking the Zoroark is very good. And I took notes from what you guys have told me in past expanded videos. Leave the Execute in the discard pile until the start of my next turn. That way I can use its ability and not have to worry about it being end back into my hand. So here's the issue. He got the Hoopa set up. I need to get my Alolan Grimer set up. We're going to Propagation. We're going to get our Execute back into our hand, discard it, draw 2. I think I really misplayed that, not going to get a Shaman instead of getting the Alolan Grimer. But we can Faba, which will send that double colorless energy to the Lost Zone. We can attach an energy onto Wimpod and pretty much end our turn. We did make him burn 1 of his 4 double colorless energy. He's going to put a Lele down onto the bench. See, what is he going to get? Delinquent? Oh, no, he gets a Cynthia. I was going to say, he could Delinquent me, but it doesn't really work for now. If I had 2-3 cards in my hand, it probably would have worked. He's going to play Orion Guru, got another Hoopa. So pretty much, I just want to see a supporter. Versus Seeker could actually be nice, too. So there's a double colorless energy off the Energy Lotto. He's going to do 80 damage, which is just going to suck. Alright. So he's playing Espeon? Alright. So 80 damage sucks, but had to happen. Oh, okay. We're going to trade away this Execute. We get a double colorless energy, which I don't think it really helps me. Big mistake playing that Colress. Not the deck's fault. That was my fault for playing the Colress when I should have just searched out a Shaman or a Lele and got an N. That probably should have been my play. And unfortunately was not. He's going to play the Crushing Hammer, and this is what I said. The Hammer Spam is something that could be actually very annoying. He does get the Tails, though, which helps me. Alright, so pretty much my last-ditch effort is to... Well, actually, you know what? I can make something work. I can attack the Hoopa this turn. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get rid of the Choice Band and the Execute. We're going to search out a Shaman. So here we go, here we go, here we go. Now that was finally the first smart play I've done. So we want to draw until we have 6. I should have... No, you know what? No, I'm fine with that. Alright, now we're going to trade away. We're going to get rid of the Execute. Draw 2. Bridget could help me. Yes, no. I don't know if Bridget helps me. Let's see. We're gonna Pokemon Communication. We're gonna show him Lele. Yeah, no, you know what? This is actually gonna work. We're gonna grab our Alolan Muck. We're gonna play the Alolan Muck onto my bench. There's what, 7 bench Pokemon into play, so let's see. I could Colress. I could Versus Seeker and get a Colress, in all honesty. And get 7 cards. Now, I kind of like that play. I could also Faba. Faba seems like a really nice play to just get rid of the double colorless energy. I kind of like that play. Alright, so we're going to Faba. We're going to get rid of the double colorless energy. So that's 2 double colorless energy in the Lost Zone. We are going to go for the Righteous Beating. I don't think it picks up a knockout, but we are able to actually do damage to it because I have the Alolan Muck into play. And he has 32 cards in his deck. It's a very slim chance he has. Three in his first 20 cards of his deck. I give him props. So we're gonna lose the Zoroark here, unfortunately. I should have just played the Bridget. I should have just played the Bridget for the knockout. So he's gonna Copycat for 2 cards. Really confusing on that. Super Psybolt will pick up the knockout, and we are down 6-3, so I gotta really make a comeback here with my Wimpods. Alright, so 1, we can Super Rod. Get these back into my deck. We can play a Lele. Oh, I turned off the abilities. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I've played this game awfully. That is all I'm going to say. I don't want a single comment on the misplays of this game because I am well aware of them. My only hope now is top decking a Zoroark. I've only played 1. Super Psybolt will pick up a knockout. I'm going to need a comeback for the ages here. Alright, well, let's see. Nope, top deck gods are not with me. Oh, I played this game so bad. This was a piss poor performance. Started with the Shaman, not getting the Shaman turn 1 when I should have. The Faba, I could have already had a knockout, but I decided to play the Faba instead. There goes my second Grass Energy, so pretty much trying to play Wimpod is useless now. And I'm pretty much just resorting to winning this game with Zoroark by lucky chance. Nope. So that's going to be a concession. Really just that was on me. Bad performance using the deck. Misplay on misplay. Again, not burst, it's expanded. I've only done, what, 3 expanded videos so far. So just poor effort there. In what I feel like the deck actually can work very well. If you play it right. So we're going to call Tails. And we will go first. So hopefully I cannot misplay. I opened up very well last game too. This game I did not. Oh my god, this was an awful start. I do have the N, which I guess could help me to start. Would it? Could I Pokemon Communication here to start? If I play Communication, what am I really looking for? I would be looking for like a Zorua. Right? So I don't need the Alolan Muck. I would be looking to get like a Zorua. Yeah, that's right. So we add a Zorua to my hand. Okay. And I'm pretty much just going to end my turn. I don't want to end now because I can get a Zoroark next turn. I don't want to use, get rid of Field Blower in case he does play stuff like Floatstone, Garbodor, Choice Bands, Shrine of Punishment possibly. So I don't want to use Field Blower yet. And Choice Band, I want to wait to see the deck he's playing. He's playing a GX EX based deck. Choice Band could be good to hold on to. If I see he's not playing GX EX, then I can dump the Choice Band with the trade next turn. So we see Ditto, and Slugmas. So I could be playing Zoroark Macargo. What do we have here? Heat Factory Prism Star. Could be playing Macargo GX in all honesty. Ah, I can't believe that misplays in the first game. That frustrated me. Alright. So AZ, put one of your Pokemon into your hand. Which is actually not bad. It means I can actually draw cards. I can, one, well, I burned the Field Blower. So that Field Blower got burned anyway. So we're going to pick up Shaman. We're going to put Zoroark as the active. We're going to draw until we have 6 cards, so we're going to go +3. We do get another Zorua. Here's the Skyfield. Okay. We're going to trade away the Choice Band. I don't see the Choice Band being of any use with the Slugmas on the field. We have the Guzma, Colress. I can save those for later. Because I have Versus Seeker. So pretty much we're going to pass turn. Next turn, depending on what I draw, I do want to go get an Ultra Ball for the Execute so I can just start using the Propagation. He's going to play Scorched Field, so Scorched Field is the backup for Heat Factory Prism Star. I can't believe I really just burned that Field Blower, but whatever. I'm still set up pretty well. He's going to Ultra Ball, discard 2, search out probably a Macargo. Maybe a Macargo Prism, or Macargo GX, not Prism Star. Macargo GX. I cannot believe I'm still stuck on that misplay. So he's going to get an Octillery and use that with the Ditto Prism Star. I actually like that. I never even thought of that. Octillery I haven't really seen play because of Shaman, Lele's, etc. So he's going to Choice Band. He's going to get that onto his Macargo. Hey, look, that Field Blower would have been really, really useful right now. Really, really useful. Doesn't look like my opponent's starting off very well either. He's going to Ultra Ball. Should be getting another... should be getting a Macargo now, as he gets rid of an Acerola and a Switch. Ooh. The Acerola actually might be key for him to get rid of that. Yeah, he's gotten rid of Blacksmith, too. It's a pretty decent card. So he's going to grab a Tapu Lele GX. Interesting. Plays the Victini Prism Star. A very good Prism Star card. With Infinity, does 20 damage for each basic energy in your discard pile. Very good Prism Star card. I believe he got, what, a Cynthia or a Lily? One of the two. Oh, it just goes for the Colress, so he's going to get 7 cards. So, N doesn't really help me here. I think I'm going to save the N if I do get down on prizes. God, see, that's where that first game, that N would have been so useful. Ah! Alright, so he does play the Macargo GX. Is he just going to mill? Oh, no, Crushing Charge. So what does that do? Oh, it's an ability. Once during your turn, you can discard the top card of your deck and then attach Fire Energy. Not bad. 210 HP. Oh, boy. So I don't think Zoroark reaches 210, and now here come the Macargos. I played 2 choice bands, so I'm going to need 1. I don't think I'm going to get a chance. It does what? Discard the amount of fire energy from this Pokemon that's attacked is 50 times each card you discarded. And what did he discard? He discarded a double colorless energy, a Golisopod. Oh boy. Why couldn't you have discarded an Execute? Well, we will Battle Compressor. We're going to send 2 Execute to the discard pile, not the graveyard, discard pile. And that will be it. I'm going to send those 2 to the discard pile. Okay, we're going to get one of them back so that I can draw. Actually, you know what? We can get both of them back so that I can Ultra Ball. So one, we're going to Ultra Ball both of them away. We're going to grab ourselves a second Zoroark. Alright, so now then, let's see us. We're going to use this to discard 2, draw 4. Which will be nice. Let's see. I'm going to need Skyfield and double colorless energies. Skyfield, double colorless energies, and a Bridget. Well, there's one. Alright, we're going to get rid of the other Execute. So, there's the Bridget. Now, is there a Skyfield in my discard pile? Does Versus Seeker get supporters? Okay, so we're going to add the Executes and we're going to actually computer search so that I can get a Skyfield into my hand. The reason I want to play Skyfield is so I can get a Bridget. So, Execute needs to be banned. Jesus. Alright, so we're going to computer search. We're going to get rid of both Execute. We're going to search out Skyfield. We're going to play Skyfield. There we go. Now, what can we do? What can we do? I really want to think this out. I could Colress, get a bunch of cards in my hand, and hope I hit some Pokemon. So what is that? 5, 8? 8 cards? There we go. Alright, so here we go. And I get the Choice Band, which is what I needed. So now I can get the Executes. Okay, here we go. Now, I can probably knock out that Macargo. I need what? What's that? That's 5 on my bench. Let's see, what do I want to grab? What do I want to grab? What do I want to grab? Another Zorua? I think we get another Zorua. Okay, is there anything in my discard pile? Yes, there is. So, Pokemon we want to add from our discard pile to our hand. We can get Golisopod or Alolan Grimer. I think Alolan Grimer works because I've already played one Shaman. As soon as I do this, I'm going to have played both Shaman. We're going to draw until we have 6 cards. We pretty much have gotten rid of half our deck now. We have Super Rod that I can keep. But now we should be able to Righteous Beating for a knockout. 210 damage, all in one turn. Skyfield, Execute really is the only thing that saved me. We pick up the Ditto Prism Star. We get ourselves a second Lele. He's going to get him a Cargo, but now I've pretty much just halted his setup. So he's going to Nest Ball, search out probably another Slugma so that he can get my Cargos going, attach 2 energy. If he would have just discarded 2... one of my Execute, that would have helped me, but I still managed to get the Execute there with Battle Compressor. And you know what? This has actually worked out. That turn went perfectly. I thought out what I was going to do. And it's pretty much what you want to do with this deck. Now, I've yet to showcase Golisopod. And the thing with Golisopod is... I'm not really seeing where Golisopod can be used well in this game. In the deck overall, it probably works fantastic. This game, I've not really seen what I can actually do with Golisopod. So here's the Macargo, what is it? The one that discards or puts a card at the top of the deck. And he's just going to get it right now with the Artillery. Interesting deck, in all honesty. But I know I will be able to get 210 damage on this thing next turn, unless he plays like a Guzma. But we are pretty much set up. Green light, good to go. We have 8 Pokemon on the bench, 9 in play. Even if I were to use the stand-in Zoroark, my opponent would be taking a lot of damage too. So he's going to Guzma. Bring in my Alolan Grimer. And how do I get around this? How do I get around this? I need Floatstone. Off the top of my head, I need a Floatstone. So we're going to Propagation. We're going to get 1 Execute for right now. I'm pretty much just searching out a Floatstone, as my opponent's going to forfeit, so I do have one more time to get 1 game. We are 1-1. Yes, I get 100 coins there. Nice. Gives me actual coins for the team-up theme deck profiles, but those will be over on my main channel. But now I want to see, can I actually get Golisopod to work in the deck? So far, I've really just showcased it's a standard Zoroark control deck. Have not really gotten a chance to showcase the Golisopod in the deck, and hopefully I can. And Golisopod's there for Archie and Archie and Blastoise. That is the main reason. And that's what you see with Zoroark decks is they play whatever Zoroark's been struggling with. So. Or is up and coming in the deck. So I know Archie's Hidden Ball Trick and Blastoise has been seeing a lot of play in Expanded. So Zoroark decks really adjust. Even in the standard format, Zoroark decks adjust. Blacephalon was a big issue, so they started playing Gyarados. So right off the bat, bam. We're going to play this. We're going to get both Executes into the discard pile. And... yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want the Executes in the discard pile. And we're just going to end their turn. So Espeon I do have to be careful with Miraculous Shine. I want to get rid of this Espeon as soon as possible. As soon as humanly possible, I want to get rid of the Espeon. So what is my opponent playing? My opponent has a Zubat and a Remoraid. So I know he's playing Artillery. Is he what Crobat is there? See, this is where I'm not very knowledgeable and Expanded. So, great thing I actually put those Executes in the discard pile. Because we're going to grab both of them. We're going to Ultra Ball for a Zoroark. Grab them again. Ultra Ball probably for a Shaman. So that I can start working up my bench. So let us do this. For a Zoroark GX. Okay, that's not a bad start. I will get one of them that I can trade right now. So there's what, 4 bench Pokemon in play. I could Colress. There we go. Now we are starting to go off. Alright, so now I could really Colress here. Grab myself a hand of 6, which I love. Got a nice hand of 6. We got ourselves a Golisopod. We got ourselves another Zorua into play. We can use this right off the bat so that I can use computer search, so I can search out one, probably double colorless energy wouldn't be a bad idea because I've already used Colress. I could grab me a Shaman. I could grab me a Skyfield. I kind of like the idea of grabbing me a Shaman so I can fill up my hand. So we're going to Shaman, we're going to draw 3, hopefully hit a Skyfield. Get a double colorless energy. That's not what I want. Or we hit a grass energy, which I could use to attach. Espeon still poses no threat. I'm going to Versus Seeker. I'm going to add a Colress to my hand for next turn because I do have a Zoroark in hand. So I do get 2 trades, so I have the Execute to set up 2 trades. He plays a Golbat. Interesting. So is he going to pretty much just de-evolve? He's just playing a damage spread deck. So he's going to just spread damage. So I do want to get rid of this Espeon now. I need to get rid of the Espeon now. So he's going to put another 2 damage counters onto Golisopod. Oh, it just goes on Ditto. Interesting. And then retreat and do what? Swoop across? Alright, so one, we got a second Zoroark into play, so let us do some trade shenanigans. Is Espeon a free retreat? Yes, it does. Right? No, it has 1 retreat cost. Okay, so that's actually not bad. So let's get both of these Execute back. So we're going to be drawing 4 cards here. And I do want Skyfield. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. So I have my Alolan Grimer I can play down onto the bench. If I can get rid of these... Look at this. This is excellent right now. So let us grab an Execute. We're going to discard it. We're going to trade. Yep, now we're starting to get going. So I can Colress at any point, grab myself a nice fresh hand. We have Zoroark with energy. Well, Propagation. For Ultra Ball, we'll grab ourselves another Shaman. I think grabbing myself another Shaman would be nice, right? Oh, I discarded a Alolan Grimer. That is really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. We're going to grab ourselves Sudowoodo. We're going to play Sudowoodo down onto the bench. I think now is the time to play Colress, right? Yep. We're going to play Colress. Unfortunately, it's going to result in one of my Execute getting put back in my deck. That was a misclick on my part. But it is what it is. Now, I do want to search out that Mr. Mime. So we're going to Propagation. Get that back into my hand because I have another Zoroark into play, a 4th one. This should work. Floatstone. We'll probably put on to Shaman or Sudowoodo. Probably Sudowoodo. Well, we will Righteous Beating. We will pick up a knockout, 160 damage. Espeon can come in, free retreat. Golbat can come in, do 10 damage to everything, and then, oh, Crobat comes in. You play this Pokemon, you put 3 damage counters onto an active Pokemon. Interesting. So, with the 3 damage counters, he's going to probably put them onto one of the Zoroark. as he's going to play Ace Trainer. If I can get Mr. Mime, let's go. That's all I needed. So he's going to play Dimension Valley. We're going to get rid of Shaman, Wimpod. A little unfortunate. But you know what? I can still make this work. Because I still have an Execute in the discard pile. I still have Versus Seeker. As long as I can get another Skyfield. So he's going to Skill Dive, which does 30 to one of my benched. I do want to get rid of this Espeon. If I can get rid of the Espeon, we're good to go. We're in the clear. So that's only going to do 10 because of the resistance. Alright. So, 1. We're going to Propagation. We're going to try to get Skyfield into our hand. If I get Skyfield in my hand and not Sudowoodo, Mr. Mime onto my bench, I think I'm in the good. So we got Communication, not what I needed. I play 3 Skyfield. So there's a good chance one of them is prized. Do I get a knockout on Crobat? 130, I do not. Hallelujah. Bang. So, I mean, we pretty much shafted him from doing any damage to my bench. Let us see. We are just going to get rid of this Execute. And I do take out the Crobat now, which is nice. Let's see. Do I have anything worth Super Rotting? No, not really. What do I want to play? Do I want a Communication? I could Communication and get me a Shaman. So we'll play Muck. I don't need Muck. Put Muck to the top of my deck. I don't have Shaman. So we can grab a Lele. So I could Lele for Guzma. Starting to actually really think about it. Because I still have one more trade available. And if I can get a Guzma, I could probably knock out the Espeon. Right? I didn't. Does 90, 120, 150. It does not actually get a knockout, which sucks. Let's see. Where do I go from here? I probably just knock out the Crobat. So, prevent all damage done to my bench Pokemon, which is great. So, Golbat can't do anything. Even if he evolves that Ditto into a Golbat. No! Alright, so... Good thing is I do have Super Rod. I had Super Rod. Well, I keep the Ditto and the Sudowoodo in play. That was the important thing. If I can keep those two in play, I think I'm solid. So there's the Field Blower. He's going to play Tapu Lele. He's going to play Crobat, which has to play it to the active. And that means he should be able to get Espeon in. Because Golbat has free retreat. But he already played an Energy this turn, which I like. I just need to get rid of this stupid Espeon. Oh, wait, he's playing Dimension Valley. Quite frustrating. Quite frustrating. So one, we're going to Field Blower. Dimension Valley is gone. We are going to Super Rod. We're going to put those back into my deck. I'm going to need a double colorless energy here, and I'm going to need Choice Band. But I'm really looking at it right now. I'm going to need Choice Band. I'm going to have to use my GX attack. So there's the double colorless energy. There's the Lele. Lele could get me Colress. Starting to think about it. Lele gets me Colress. I play the said Colress for what is that? For everything I need. That is what Colress does. Colress gets me everything I need. And that will be the forfeit. I was going to actually just go for the GX attack and attack for game. Well, not really game, but just to get rid of the Espeon. Wow. That's pretty much the deck. Now that I actually played 2 winning games with it and I actually thought out my plays, I actually really like the deck, and it can actually work very, very well with the Golisopod, being able to do a lot of damage. Again, I don't have the experience in the expanded format. It's something I'm working towards, and that's what's going through all these deck profiles. If you guys want to try these decks, go ahead, let me know down in the comments. Let me know. Go ahead down in the description of the video. I have the link to the deck down to the Limitless TCG website. You guys can go over, copy, paste that deck profile over to Pokemon TCGO. But if you guys enjoyed this newer setup, you guys like the new layout, let me know down in the comments section. But again, thanks to Styx for letting me take over the Pokemon TCG TTM channel. And I hope you guys stick around. Hopefully we grow this channel to a nice big TCG channel. So go ahead, let me know down in the comments section what you guys want to see from me going forward with the Pokemon TTM TCG channel. But with all that being said, guys, I am Johnny GB with the Token Minorities, and I am signing out.